Yo, what's going on, guys? It's Rob here from Showdown, and today we're going to be doing the anime Culling Game. We are taking anime characters from different series outside of Jujutsu Kaisen, putting them in separate colonies in the Culling Games from JJK, and seeing where they would rank among the characters in each colony. Are y'all ready?
Let's do it.
Let's go.
Let's go.
All right, so first up, as you guys can see here on the tier list, we have characters in sections of 4. Each 4 characters is going to be a new team from each anime. So we're going to start off with Team One Piece here. We have to find out which colony Luffy is going to be in. So let's go ahead here and spin the wheel and let's see what happens.
All right, let's see. Oh, he's in the Sendai colony?
Yes, sir. So I'm going to bring Luffy to Sendai. Let's find out where Zoro goes next.
Tokyo 1.
Yes, sir. Yup, pack that man up.
I was gonna say, damn, all right.
We have to say that each colony has been organized from our judgment of least to most strongest, so we can migrate these characters to where we think they best suit it. And if you want to see how we organized them, check out Rob's Patreon.
Subscribe to Patreon.
Man. Let's go. Let's find out where Sanji is next. All right, Sakurajima.
Okay, that was the one that I was gonna be like, he could actually make it there.
Nah, he's not making there. Maki's there. He's not gonna hit a woman.
No, that's true.
Easy
Yo.
round.
I didn't think of that.
So let's start off with Zoro in Tokyo #1 colony.
Packed.
Packed at which part? We have to remember, Zoro also has Conqueror's Haki.
I think he can go so far past Angel because Angel's biggest ability is just domain nullification, which he doesn't have one.
Right under Megumi right now. Does Zoro get past Mahoraga?
I believe speed-wise, especially with Conqueror's Haki and the fact that he was able to scar Kaido,
Like Ashura Zoro.
I believe Zoro can.
I don't.
I agree with him.
Mahoraga is designed for adaptation. So the people that actually surpass Mahoraga are people that have the most in their toolbox that they can diversely wield. He pretty much has one tool. He can do a couple things with it,
3.
but can he really offset all of the different ways that Mahoraga can adapt continuously?
I kind of agree with that. Even with Ashura or one sword technique or 2 sword techniques, at the end of the day, if Mahoraga adapts to his slashing, I think that Mahoraga kind of outlasts him.
I look at Zoro as a character that was able to figure out what King was able to do on the roof. He's a character that has a ton of battle experience. He's seen what other characters have tried to do against him in One Piece. He's been able to read them before he's even made his move. And one of his biggest things is his durability and his endurance. A character to me like Megumi has nowhere near the endurance that Zoro has showcased in One Piece.
But Mahoraga does. If he has to play the long game with Mahoraga, he's not making it. But if he can get Mahoraga before Mahoraga adapts, which you're saying if he can read him, that I could see as a valid argument.
When Mahoraga was going up against Sukuna, whose whole shtick is slicing and dicing, it took a little bit, but I mean, Sukuna had to open his domain to defeat him. But when they were just doing the back and forth, like Mahoraga was, wheeling and dealing with himself, I feel like if someone like Zoro would try to take that similar approach, which we know he would, I don't know.
Yeah, he's packed.
You made a good point as far as the whole toughness, durability. Zoro's definitely that guy, but I just feel like just force with Mahoraga. It's just
all right. So we'll leave Zoro there.
Higuruma would find him guilty of his crimes from basically the beginning of One Piece before he was part of Luffy's thing, so he would get wiped.
If he can catch him, though. I agree that the JJK characters, at least in the top 4 in this colony, have better hacks. But when you're talking about the speed and the endurance that Zoro has, I mean, Higuruma would have an issue even catching Zoro to land the Executioner Sword on him.
But I think Takuma could make him laugh.
oh, for sure.
He's like a special case. He's
He's the special case, absolutely.
Yuji's also very fast, has super high endurance, and now he's got reverse curse technique.
We'll leave Zoro there for now. Tokyo #2 colony. Where is Nico Robin going to end up? Nico Robin now knows Fishman Karate, which I like to call a poor man's armament hockey in One Piece. Nico Robin also took down Black Maria.
But is she getting past Future Sight?
As far as I know, I don't think so. You're essentially saying she should be right underneath Charles Bernard.
That's as far as I think she can go. Does she slide lower is to be determined.
I think Nico Robin can pack up Panda. I'm not gonna lie.
I think she
think
beats
so.
Panda.
Oh,
yeah.
Yeah,
Or
Panda.
Devil Robin beats Panda.
Sendai colony now. Luffy. I think it's a clean sweep.
Put him at the
You
top.
know what I'm saying? I think it's a clean sweep, man. I think it's a clean sweep.
At the top.
Okay,
All right,
you feel me?
Sakurajima colony. Oh.
Yeah, right.
Nah, get out of here.
I don't think any character on this chart can even react with Gear 5.
Sukuna exists.
Was
Do you know how
Luffy-
many people have tried to
how
take
does
Sukuna
Luffy-
down
okay.
in the last 20 chapters, and
What does
all
that
of them
mean?
have gotten wiped?
Luffy had an attack in Gear 5 that could have wiped out all of Onigashima. Literally, the Bajangan is bigger than any attack that we've seen from anybody in this colony. That's just one thing.
No, because like we've seen Sukuna bring a meteorite and just decimate.
But Luffy even touching any type of attack or anything, he's literally changing. Like, he could grab Maharaga and turn him into a jump rope.
But that doesn't make him immune to domains.
Of course it doesn't.
He gets hit with Sukuna's domain. Every attack from Sukuna is landing.
You think Luffy in Gear 5 is getting caught?
Yeah! Luffy in Gear 5 isn't careful. He just runs into his problems, like head first.
He's gonna run on air.
It ain't even cartoon force. This man runs out of energy when he gets hungry.
I'll give y'all that angle that he does get tired in Gear 5.
All right. We just introduced a copy of Gear 5. What are you talking about? You can't be like, oh, it's the ultimate power when there's literally a copy of it in the manga.
I also think you're sleeping on Yuta, Rob.
I'm not sleeping on Yuta. I know how powerful Yuta is. I'm just saying Luffy is of a different class in Gear 5. When you're looking at the One Piece verse, right? Because we're talking about the hacks of Jujutsu Kaisen, essentially. This is what this is coming down to. Luffy has arguably, there's greater hacks in One Piece with the amount of devil fruit abilities out there. What we're seeing with the Gorosei, they could just regenerate. There's so many things going on in the One Piece world, and Luffy is literally defying the nature of the show as we've seen it. So all I'm saying is, if you take a character like that, you put him in JJK and you say, okay, Luffy, you can now change everything. Like, again, Luffy does not only affect his own body, he can affect their body. He can also affect the environment that they're fighting on.
But there are JJK characters that also have that same ability. There are many that can also alternate reality.
On Luffy's level? Like who?
Just because he can bring that element doesn't make him that much more powerful in this universe, because there are people who can, based on making someone laugh, can change reality.
If Luffy tried to go up against Takaba, Luffy's packed.
What's to stop Yuta from being like, starve, and then where there goes all of Luffy's energy?
He has like his copy abilities. He would only be able to use what's in there.
Listen, One Piece fans out there, I apologize for what's going on right now.
I'm with Rob. I feel like he clears. I feel like it is definitely a high dislike.
Nah, Luffy loses to Sukuna.
No!
Thank you.
How does Luffy deal with the spatial cleave that passes through infinity when Luffy's like main weakness is slicing?
It is, but those characters that are even comparable to Luffy in the verse have access to Future Sight.
Okay, even if Luffy could have Future Sight, if Sukuna got him in a domain and was able to use World Slicing Cleave, how is Luffy getting out of that?
But see, this is the thing with Sukuna, right? He's been caught off guard many times, but it's been his ability to adapt. What I'm saying is there's nothing in JJK that shows me he can adapt to what Luffy's doing.
Are you kidding me? There's characters in JJK that are just as broken.
No, I don't think so.
This Sukuna has the Nue Maharaga combo too, so
Yes, he does. But those are Luffy victims, though. Realistically, Maharaga's a jump rope.
For Luffy?
If Kaido's a jump rope, Maharaga's a jump rope.
Okay, Maharaga maybe I'll give you, but then if you actually add Sukuna slicing and his domain, I don't see a really good reasoning that is able to surpass that.
We'll find common ground here.
put him in between Sukuna and Yuta. Yeah.
Okay.
From Yuta?
Yes! What?
Perry's not gonna stop till he's at the bottom.
You guys are going under the premise that Luffy's going to get caught in these scenarios. And what I'm saying is, I don't think these characters can catch him in those said scenarios. If he is caught in it, of course, but I don't think he's getting caught in it based on what I've seen his hockey be able to portray and in Gear 5.
The other thing you're missing is we haven't even touched on reverse curse technique. Luffy is not healing unless he has food. Everybody else in the JJK universe that has reverse curse energy has the strongest, like most broken level of endurance, because they can just keep fixing themselves and keep going indefinitely. So at some point, Luffy's gotta get packed just based on endurance.
I think Sanji is easy. I think he gets past everybody and then stops at Maki because he can't hit a woman.
He can't hit Maki. Okay.
But also, Noya is very fast.
But Sanji's faster.
But Moya can manipulate like the frames of movement.
Sanji can also regenerate. His exoskeleton is ridiculous. He is one of the fastest characters in all of One Piece. Like, remember when he was fighting Queen couldn't even perceive where Sanji was, you know? All right, so this is the One Piece Culling Game bracket. Next, we're doing Team Attack on Titan. Let's see where Eren is going. All right, Colony 2. All right, so Eren is here. All right, let's see where Mikasa is going.
Oh
1.
Gosh.
Yeah,
Oh my
damn.
gosh.
Damn.
That's rough, buddy.
That Armin,
That's
Armin is going to Sakurajima, which means Zeke is headed over to Sendai. Let's start off with Mikasa in number 1 colony. How far does she go?
Okay, definitely before Reggie, because like the receipts thing is broken, and once she comes across the first broken one, it's rough.
I think she loses to the explosive guy.
Kazanoki.
I think she loses there because everybody else she could slice up.
She's been in that kind of dangerous environment before.
She definitely can't get past Hazenoki because he has reverse curse technique.
Kazanoki was ultimately caught off guard and incapacitated by a smaller cursed spirit that pierced his neck, preventing him from using reverse curse technique from the neck down.
Okay, maybe she does get past him because
Maybe she does get past.
she's been trained to go for the nape.
There you go.
All right, there we go.
All right, right underneath Reggie Star then. Next up now, we have Eren going up in Tokyo, number 2 colony.
Just move him to first. No, nobody here is packing Aaron.
Non-rumbling.
Why not rumbling?
You gotta give him
Give
a
him
break.
Because Zeke
everything.
is here. Zeke is in Sendai, so he can't have the rumbling.
Okay.
He has Warhammer, the attack, the founding.
Kashimo is pretty much lightning, which I don't really think that's gonna do much.
Basically, it comes down to, do any of them have the capability to attack the nape?
Yeah, like Hikari, yeah, maybe he could be invincible, but how are you landing any hits on Aaron?
He would need to go Warhammer at least for Kashimo though, because Kashimo's so fast.
I think it gets to just like a stalemate between him and a Hikari.
The whole thing is luck. So the chance that Hikari could get a lucky hit, there is actually a probability. And so the fact that that probability does exist, kind of, it works in his favor.
You could put him either above him or below him. I think it's tied.
I feel the same.
So let's do this. Let's throw Eren at the top. Next up, we have Zeke in the Sendai colony.
I don't think he's getting past Yoruzu.
Exactly.
So that immediately takes out the top 3. He's not going that far.
I mean, Ishigori has the Granite Blast technique.
Yeah, he's not getting past Ishigori.
I don't think he gets past Uro. Uro can warp the sky. Like, he tries to throw a rock, Uro's...
And they all have domain expansion, I believe, too.
I think he gets past Miwa.
He beat Juve, though.
Wait, let's talk about it. Does he beat Miwa?
Does he...
Let's talk about it.
Okay, here. Yeah.
Yo.
Say Miwa has the sword, right? And she's using simple domain. Is that allowing her to reach him, but also reflect all of the... I guess he's throwing rocks or buildings at this point.
It's basically her versus King Kong. And I'm like, if she takes like one card to the face, what is she gonna do?
I think she can protect with whatever's within her simple domain, but I feel like when it's her turn to go on the attack, I don't see her doing a Levi and going all the way up, you know, and doing all that
she
extra.
definitely gets it. Sorry to all the Miwa fans.
We tried.
Y'all...
Zeke should be above Juve, though, no?
I think he could beat the famine thing. The grasshopper famine thing.
Druve, yeah, he gets past Druve, I think.
Stops at Kurodushi?
Yeah.
Considering he was fighting Yuta.
Oh, that's true.
Yeah. Next up, we have Armin in the Sakurajima colony.
Big guy.
He stops at Maki.
Really?
He's a colossal titan, man. The moment he transforms, it's like a nuke.
That is true.
Okay, but then he's not going to beat Noya because Noya has way faster speed and he just has to get to the back of the neck.
With the colossal titan, there's also extreme heat.
But we've seen people take down colossals, so it's not like it's...
R.I.P. Hanji. She was able to take down a couple of colossal titans before she fully burnt up. Are we saying that knockoff Choso is not sniping him from afar?
I'm assuming he turns into a colossal titan in the middle of the colony.
Naruto's just caught up in the blast radius. That's what you're saying? He's just...
Yeah.
We agree that he's getting past Mio and Daido, and he's not making it past Maki, so we just have to figure out where he sits between...
I don't think he gets past Noya.
I could agree there.
I think Naoya moves too fast. He has like armor stuff, right?
I think he could take a little bit of heat because of his speed.
He gets past knockoff Choso, though, no?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Not you. Like, this was your
It's true.
We are going to move on to Team My Hero Academia. So for Team My Hero, we have Deku first. Let's find out which colony Deku's gonna end up in. Number 1. I feel like that's what I would want. Next up, we have Bakugo Sakurajima. Okay.
Oh, honestly, with his ultimate plot armor of other characters' plot armor becoming his plot armor, that's crazy.
They're not with him, so.
Next up, Todoroki. Todoroki's going to Sendai.
Oh,
Wow.
man, pack him up.
So Todoroki's in Sendai,
gosh.
which means
Todoroki
Shigaraki.
might not beat Miwa.
Yo, all right, stop. We're not doing that. To start off, where does Deku stop in the #1 con?
All right, he beats the lackeys, right?
Yes.
Yeah, of course.
Who's in the lackeys?
The lackeys are Chizuru down. Okay, I think he could definitely go past Angel, because Angel's not doing anything to him. I think the receipts, he's actually really resourceful, Deku. So I think he could work around it just because he's able to have danger sense.
He has danger sense, float, Bajin.
And if he actually activates like a punch at 100%, that would just take Reggie out.
I think he's too fast for Reggie.
The gear shift?
Yeah, gear shift. Okay.
Okay, Megumi is the one to debate, but like Takaba, Deku's not really gonna laugh. He's gonna cry. He's never committed a crime, so Higuruma has like nothing on him.
You don't think Takaba can make Deku laugh?
I know, but have you seen him like laugh in battle? He's pretty much like, I'm gonna save you.
Higuruma could definitely find something, I feel like, too.
Yeah, Higuruma's gonna be like, yeah, I seen you take 20 bucks out of your mom's purse or something.
Nah, you couldn't pin nothing on Deku. He's like literally an angel.
Is he getting past Megumi?
Y'all said Zoro couldn't, so I want to hear this.
I don't think he is. I don't think he is.
I don't think he is either. How is he getting past Mahoraga?
No, he doesn't have the endurance.
So y'all have Megumi over Deku?
No.
I do.
Okay, Ken's doubling down.
Are we saying that he's beating the better Bakugo? Iori can just blow up any part of his body and regenerate.
But Bakugo has better movement.
That's true.
He
That's
does have
true. He
better
does have movement. He gets past Jacob's ladder
That technique, no.
because he could dodge it.
Yeah, I think Kurisu would have an issue trying to land Jacob's ladder on Deku.
Danger sense, though. He has danger sense. So he's getting out of a lot of shots. Even Mahoraga.
Yeah, but if he does that, does Mahoraga become like extra powerful because now Mahoraga adapts to danger sense? Okay, I don't think he gets past Megumi.
Megumi top 5 in all anime. All right, here we go.
Nah, we can't
This is
say
the
that.
wall
That's
right here.
crazy.
Megumi's
Nah.
the wall right here. It's crazy. Colony 2, we have Shigaraki.
He's wiping him. There's just no way.
Yeah, because realistically, like, how much luck does Hakari have?
Miss America with a like lock on could not take him out.
Don't get me started on Star and Stripe, man.
Moment of silence.
Next up in the Sendai colony, we have Todoroki.
Shit, he might lose to the bug.
No.
No, oh no, because he's the elements. He's ice and fire. The greatest weakness of insects, if you would.
So are we saying that Todoroki makes it past Yorozu?
Todoroki doesn't have to worry about overheating. He's definitely above Kodorushi.
Uro is tough because of the space manipulation. His abilities never evolved, which was such a shame because you could do so much with fire and ice, but they just kept it as like blunt force ability. Uro is still gonna be tricky, but I think Endeavor could do it. So if I gave Todoroki that same kindness, then I think Todoroki could beat Uro.
Does he get past Hair Cannon guy though? We are basing this off of no knowledge of their domain expansion. All right.
I think he could get past him just because he has really high defense. So if someone's throwing fireballs at him, he can block it.
All right, now we're gonna move into Bakugo at Sakurajima.
Does Bakugo clear?
Hey, Ken, you on to something, Ken?
Okay, Bakugo's speed is insane.
And the adaptability, super resourceful.
Also highly destructive.
The quadruple plot armor.
But he also can lace like traps.
Does Nalia die to that?
Oh, that's hard. Does he even beat Kamo? I think Maki could pack him. She destroyed her whole family. The amount of impact that she's taken, and she's got those scars, but she walked away from it.
She is Toji 2.0.
The sword that Mai left for her cuts through the soul.
She lands one hit, it's over.
So then what about Curse Naya then?
You know what? For the My Hero fandom,
I could see it.
Yeah.
Okay.
I could
let's-
see it.
Okay, so we'll leave Bakugo there. So that is the My Hero side of it. So next up, we have Team Hunter x Hunter. Let's find out where Gon ends up first. Ooh, that's close. Is in Sakurajima. That might be his best case, honestly. Next up, we have Killua. Ah, sheesh. Tokyo 1. Next up is Kurapika.
Washed wherever he goes.
Yo, that's crazy. Sendai.
Oh, damn. Yeah.
Washed.
Sendai, which means Meruem is going to end up in Tokyo #2 colony. Killua in #1. How far is Killua going?
He has Godspeed.
You have him going to what, to Higuruma?
Yeah, Higuruma, I'm sorry. I just feel like the deal with Killua is he has his Godspeed and just his intent on finishing fights.
Maharaga though?
Who did we have stopping at Megumi every single
Deku
time?
and Zoro. I remember.
Maharaga's
remember.
hard.
So I just want to make sure we're all on the same
Maharaga
page.
can pass
is
Megumi.
hard.
I feel like he's just blitzing Megumi, and it's just
What? Maharaga's difficult because of his adaptability.
So is Zoro.
Our boy here has way more in his bag of tricks.
Yuppie is basically Maharaga.
So he gets past Megumi then.
I mean, he paralyzed Yuppie.
Rob is hurt because Zoro didn't get past him.
And no, I'm making sure we understand what we are doing. That's all I'm saying. We're setting a precedent, because if we say Zoro can't pass Megumi and Deku can't pass Megumi, that's setting it up for characters that are on the way. That's all I'm saying.
Okay, wait, hold on. I want to set this precedent for the people watching this. Just because one person beats another person doesn't mean that if they win up against each other, that means that they're better than each other, all right?
There's no correlation. It is a 1-to-1.
it's all about matchups.
So drop Zoro is what he's saying.
Yeah.
Higuruma is here, and Higuruma could charge him for crimes. So he's definitely not passing that.
So then, will we have him at Takaba?
Wait, so we officially have him over Megumi?
I don't think he can. I'm just saying a point that he's not going past Higuruma for sure.
Yo, Killua top 5, man. That's crazy.
Killua would also want to do anything in his power to get back to Gon. So he's going 100% from the get-go.
The thing too is like you're pairing him up against people that have reverse curse techniques.
But if he steals the heart, but we already came to the conclusion that reverse curse technique can be stopped if you hit them at the neck or like steal their heart.
We did come to that conclusion, and we know he can have that speed, but like if he's going anything drawn out, there's no recovery for him.
So essentially what we're saying is Killua is speed blitzing all the way up to right here. Is that what we're saying?
Killua is an assassin type, and so because of that, I could see him watching Megumi, and then when Megumi's guard is low, coming in and blitzing him. I could see him doing that because he has that behavior and he was trained that way.
I'm just thinking of Killua in a sense that if he fights Megumi and Maharaga does come out, the closest we can point to is Yuppie and Hunter. And I don't know if Killua is stomping that and then going on to the next. That's the only thing I was saying. But like he'll be able to paralyze a lot of these characters. We'll leave him there.
I think
Speed
he's
blitz.
like tied. He's in like that
Yeah, I
tied
agree.
area.
I
Yeah,
agree.
that's what I was saying. Like,
Which next up in Colony 2 we have Meruem. I think he stops at Hikari.
I don't think he beats Hikari. Like Hikari has like invincibility.
Invincibility and reverse curse energy.
I don't know what Meruem would do in that instance.
His actual strength, though, is so much higher than Hikari's.
It is.
His strength more on par with Yuji's. He's also genuinely brilliant. Like, the only person that couldn't beat him was when he fell in love with.
He is. I don't know what would he do for Hikari's invincible moments?
But what could Hikari do to him? Because, like, we've seen him take on, like, basically the equivalent of an atomic bomb.
So are we saying that Meruem would, I guess, just wait it out?
that's what I was thinking. He might just stall him out.
All right. I'm cool with that. Next up, Kurapika in the Sendai colony.
He's gonna stay right there
Under Miwa?
under Miwa. Yes.
Kurapika's only strong when he goes up against,
The Phantom Troop, yeah.
because he's got a binding vow, essentially.
But you also have to remember, those scarlet eyes, man. It changes the game.
What do they do again?
It turns him into a specialist, yeah.
That means, there's Chain Jail, Judgment Chain, and then there's also Emperor's Time, right? So the Emperor's Time was like he could heal himself.
The chain against your heart is only against the Phantom Troop. Does he lose to Miwa?
I'm trying to give you something, Miwa. I'm trying.
He can heal himself, though. He can heal himself.
He ain't got a sword.
Well, we could put over Miwa.
I don't think Druve is that tough, to be honest with you.
We don't know much about him.
He's a Shikigami user. I'll put him over Druve. Next up, Sakurajima Colony. We have Gon. Yes, adult Gon counts.
I was about to say, I think his adult version clears Noya.
Because the difference is he has that form for a short time versus Maki's definitely built that way.
But we also have to remember, Pito did state when Gon transformed to adult form that he was relative to the king. The king being Meruem, who we just said clears all of Tokyo #2 colony.
Yeah, but Maki would clear all that colony too.
Hold on, Parrot. Clear Hikari?
Hikari is a hack.
She attacks a soul. She attacks a soul, remember.
Oh yeah, that's true. She lands a hit.
That's Hikari, man.
That is Hikari, though.
Trying to actually land a hit on Maki is incredibly difficult.
If you're Meruem level, it could be done.
Yes. Meruem level, you could box with Maki.
And that's what Pito said Gon was in adult form. So that's what I'm saying. Like, realistically, we can say Gon clears.
The thing that I would say is just like, yeah, we saw him pack up Pito, but we haven't seen him like do other stuff.
If we're operating off the assumption that adult Gon rivals Meruem at that state, like, would you put Meruem over Maki? I think you would.
Yeah, but the difference is adult Gon is it's a shorter duration than the existence of Maki as a whole.
That's fair.
Okay. Yeah.
That's fair.
So we'll leave it like this. I'm not mad at this. All right, Team Hunter is locked in the Culling Game. Next up, we have Team Naruto in the building. Let's see where Naruto's gonna end up. Sendai. We're gonna have some uncomfortable conversations.
That's a debate.
Sasuke, where is he going?
Oh my
Tokyo
god, this is
number
gonna be a long
one.
debate.
Honestly, if there were spots that they needed to go, that's the spots that I would want them to go. Sakura, come on. Sakurajima Colony, let's go.
No, you jinxed it, Chin.
You jinxed it!
All right, well, Sakura is going to number 2, which means Boruto is going Sakurajima. Sasuke in Tokyo number 1 colony. How far does he go?
Above Angel. I think we can start there.
Oh, that's a gift. But remember, y'all put Megami at like Goku level, so I just want to make sure we understand.
You put Maharage at Goku
Y'all
level.
saying?
To fight Madara, you need somebody that has like an insane toolkit. Sasuke has an insane toolkit.
Yes, he does.
If I give him Rinnegan, that's a hack. That's really tough to adapt to.
He just Rinnegan teleports Mahoraga to a different dimension. But Sasuke is literally a war criminal. And Higuruma hit Sasuke with the sword Rususano.
I don't see it happening.
But if Higuruma could catch Sukuna, I think Sasuke could also end up getting.
But he was jumping him. They were jumping him.
Madara had access to 6 pass senjutsu. So that means the true seeker orbs and all that stuff that literally disintegrate you on touch. This is what Sasuke was fighting against.
And the different dimension clones.
Yeah, the limbo clones. And he was dodging all of them.
Even going to basic Sharingan, his perception is otherworldly. He might be the first one to really clear this.
He should
list.
clear.
I think he would clear Yuji.
Even past Susanoo, what does Yuji do against the unextinguishable flame of Amaterasu? The flame that devours flames.
Okay, with reverse curse energy and Amaterasu, what's winning?
You have to replenish your reverse curse technique at some point.
Oh, so then Amaterasu would win.
The boy Sasuke clearing.
Sasuke gets past Takaba, right?
I feel like Takabo would probably be in a genjutsu thinking he's getting the ability off or something.
Honestly,
Oh yeah, I didn't even think about his
Genjutsu.
genjutsu.
That's crazy.
So many hacks this guy's got. It's insane.
Next up, we have Sakura in number 2 colony.
I think she could clear too, actually.
She could heal herself.
Because that's the one thing that kept getting us caught up with Hikari. We're like, okay, but he has reverse curse technique. How are you going to beat that? And we always say in the long battle, the possibility of Hikari winning exists. Sakura has incredible regenerative ability and she has way more impact power. I think she's clearing.
Wow.
The everyday threat levels in Naruto were more than a lot of other universes.
Sakura does clear. Next up, we have Naruto in the Sendai colony. I want to see what y'all say about this.
Is this Barren mode Naruto?
Has to be.
No, Rob, you start. What do you think about this?
I mean, considering y'all said Gear 5 Luffy stops at Yuta because of his hacks and his abilities, I want to see what y'all say.
No, I want to see where you place him. I want to see where you start so we can.
If Luffy stops at Yuta, based on the precedent y'all said, right?
Jin said everybody has a different toolkit and everyone is their own individual, unique.
Yeah, and I think Gear 5 Luffy's toolkit, Perry. We know how I feel about that toolkit. It's wild.
But a lot of that argument was based off his stamina, right? In regards to Luffy, does him just over time.
Yeah, he wears down.
Everybody always forgets about this. Gear 2 shortens Luffy's lifespan, but everybody seems to just be like, all right, like I could just go Gear 5 willy-nilly. This is the Naruto versus Luffy debate inside me coming out.
That boy had future sight though. Well, you know. All right.
Yeah, but everybody's always just like, they just ignore it.
We're talking about just strictly power. I think Naruto is more powerful than everybody here, and I did believe at the time Luffy was on this chart, I think he was more powerful than everyone here. Bijou Bomb coming from Naruto, a Bajran Gun coming from Luffy, like...
How does he counteract domain expansions, though?
That wouldn't be him fighting. That would be one of his clones.
So then Naruto stops at Sukuna?
If we're going on endurance, we have Sage Jutsu Naruto, which means if he can pull from the environment, he's practically limitless.
I think he gets past Yuta. I don't know how he beats Sukuna.
I'm just telling y'all, I can see the comments now. Naruto fans are gonna be like, Naruto is star level. Sukuna is town level. How are y'all letting this happen? Like,
It's the hacks. It's the hacks. Naruto, though, does have the numbers, which allows him to be a little bit more strategic. And we've seen if Sukuna gets caught by anybody, it's when people gang up on him. So if Naruto can actually jump him with his own clones and his multiple abilities, there's actually a decent shot in that argument.
I don't know how Sukuna loses. Obviously, it's almost like a handicap if he activates Baryon mode, right?
So that was like my main trump card as far as him dealing with Sukuna.
but Gojo literally had instances where we thought he could have beat Sukuna just off the strength of a hollow purple. Naruto makes Biju bombs. Those are like 5 hollow purples put together.
Are we saying that the Baryon mode punches would be somewhat kind of like a knockoff Black Flash? All right, put him at the thing.
I'll be fair, I felt like Naruto does clear, but somebody else should have cleared too. Alright, next up we have Boruto in Sakurajima.
He's mini Sasuke.
With less hacks that like we actually know of. Momoshiki Boruto with the earth-shaking Rasengan.
If he catches Noya with that, Noya's not moving. I think if he could land that same hit, world immobilizing on Maki, which I think he's gonna be boxing Maki.
But Maki also survived like what, 3 Black Flashes? So let's put Boruto above Naoya.
No, I think Boruto could clear Maki.
Y'all signing off on that?
Jin, what you
Go
think?
for it. Go for
Okay.
it. I want to see what the comment section has to say about Naruto clearing JJK.
So next up we are doing the Bleach verse. Let's see where Ichigo goes.
If Ichigo goes into Sakura oh, okay, I was about to say.
Let's see where Rukia ends up.
Rukia, why'd you pick her?
It's all random.
Honestly, Rukia, she's got an argument for herself.
Orihime is up.
Oh man, if Orihime goes to Sendai.
Orihime is in Sendai, which means we gotta put Uryu in Sakurajima.
Ichigo, put him up there.
Yeah, so Ichigo is a quick clears, no questions.
What is he doing to be Yuji?
He has anything.
He's part Quincy, part Shinigami, part everything.
Yeah, but Yuji's got reverse curse technique.
It's not gonna last up to the Horn of Salvation. Ichigo is stronger than everybody on this list.
Next up, Rukia.
Ichigo's Bankai absolute zeros the entire colony, but then she probably dies herself.
The 8 gate situation.
Is that a clear? I think Hikari can use invincibility.
I was gonna say, the only thing that I could say, Hikari could probably be like, oh man, yo, I lucked out. Like, I didn't get frozen.
So we'll have Rukia at 2 right under Hikari. Orihime.
Okay, Orihime could literally unmake people.
But would she?
And her energy never runs out. She will forever be able to reverse time. It's not like reverse curse technique where you have a limit and then you're out of energy if you can't replenish. She could just keep going.
Honestly, I think she stays here, but at like a standstill. Like, she's not dying, but she's not killing anybody.
All right, so we'll leave Orihime at the bottom of the barrel. That's crazy.
Miwa fans rejoice. Miwa
Yeah,
fans
Miwa
rejoice.
fans. And next up, we have Uryu in Sakurajima.
Oh, he's not beating Blood Arrow.
No, because his Stern Ritter ability, he transfers any damage done to him onto the other person.
That's true.
So that man clears.
Uryu is like low-key strong.
Yeah, if he was going to get someone with reverse curse technique, then it would be an issue, but
I think he definitely gets past Kamo. Uryu might be one of the most dangerous in the JJK world because he absorbs spiritual energy and turns it into his weapon. Can he absorb her spirits and like kind of disintegrate them and turn them into energy?
Wait, the other thing too is that Maki's got that soul cleaver.
Because Uryu is literally A. It reverses outcomes. It's not transfer damage. It's reverses outcomes.
So then he would clear.
Uryu might clear a lot of plays.
We have the Bleach one locked in. Next up, we're going to do a random 4. First up is going to be Sanjiru. Let's see where Sanjiru ends up. Tokyo, number 2.
Oh gosh.
Next up, we have Goku. Let's see where Goku ends up. Okay, Goku's in number 1 colony. Where's Saitama ending up? Sendai.
Saitama needed to be in Tokyo number 1 so him and Takaba could go at each other.
That would have been so funny.
Which means Sakurajima has Kafka. Goku, quick clears.
Goku ain't got no type of crimes. The only crime he had is being a bad dad.
Next up, Sun Jinwoo.
Quick
they're
clear.
clear.
It has to be a quick clear.
Nah, he clears. Next up, we have Saitama in the Sendai colony. Clears.
Clear.
He has
Please.
to, right? Like he's literally Toon Force.
Sakurajima. We got Kafka in the building. How far does he go?
Well, he's fighting basically Maharaga in the manga.
Maki versus Maharaga.
I mean, if she uses the soul cutting sword, it'll just spit his kaiju soul with his real soul, and then there's still him at the end of the day.
I'll give the edge to Maki because Maki has more hacks.
I'm cool with it.
Okay, so this is team random. All right, so Parry has not caught up with Black Clover, so we're gonna send her to the Shadow Realm real quick. Okay, so next up we have the Black Clover verse. Let's see where Asta's gonna end up.
Tokyo too.
That's,
Okay. Let's see where Yuno's going.
There you
Sendai.
And oh my gosh.
Noelle. Let's see where Noelle's going.
Oh man. Hopefully she don't go Tokyo #1. Oh wow. This is not that much better, but
Yeah, so Noelle's going to Sakurajima. Let's start out with Mimosa in Tokyo #1.
is she staying put?
No.
Okay, I'll just make sure. I was like, let's not disrespect her.
she could be Remy.
She's a healer, but she can also fight a little bit.
You could be Rin.
I think she could be Haba too in Hanyu. Maybe she stops at Hazunoki.
Iori, yeah. A lot of explosions and healing going up against just her her plants and healing.
I'll probably put her right here. Next up, we have Asta in Tokyo #2.
Devil Unison Asta.
I think he clears.
How does anti-magic work as far as like curse energy? Does it just nullify it as well?
Same thing.
It's basically like what Hana Kurusu has, right?
Kashimo, Asta can just absorb his lightning with the other sword and send it back at him. Yeah, I think he clears.
Yuno going up against Sendai. This is a tough one, honestly.
But he has the wind spirit. He's got star magic.
Mana zone.
Yuno is clapping everybody up until, let's put him right after Yorozu.
Honestly, now that I'm looking at this, I think he clears. He has Never Neverland. It neutralizes time magic by making time stand still. The user and self control the flow of magic and time within the dome. So that would be a domain expansion.
All right, well, that boy clears. Yuno is clearing the Sendai colony. We are moving on to Sakurajima with Noelle. I think Noelle clears this. The Valkyrie.
I know, this is pretty quick.
Yeah, I think she clears.
Yeah, I mean, she has like the spirit absorption too. He has a contract with Leviathan.
Just except for Mimosa.
I want to revisit the Luffy. Luffy, he can throw a bolt of lightning. Kashimo was also one of the threats to Sukuna, right?
In theory.
Luffy is better than Kashimo. I'm completely going against the correlation thing, right?
What you thinking, Chim?
I don't know.
The hockey advantages and the devil fruit advantages. From the hockey side of things, I think Future Sight would be one of the main points Luffy could definitely exploit against Sukuna. Luffy is definitely been scaled to faster than light. When you're talking about his AP, Gomu Gomu no Bajingan, again, is an attack that I've never seen Sukuna put out a level on that type of attack. Now, if we look towards the devil fruit side of things, I agree with you and Parry, right? Stamina is a huge issue for Luffy, and that'll be one of the main Achilles heels in this type of battle. But when you're talking about the AP that he has, the fact that he can look into the future and prepare for anything that Sukuna's gonna throw at him, and then also Sukuna needs time to also adapt to whatever Luffy is doing as well. And Sukuna, like I said, on many occasions has been caught off guard. But the thing is people haven't been able to put him down off of that first strike, and he had a chance to learn it, add it to his bag, and say, okay, this is my new thing. In Luffy's case with Gear 5, I don't think it's gonna be the same.
I think Luffy can beat Sukuna. We could put him above it, but it's not as clear cut as other characters beat it, like clearing the Sendai colony.
All right, guys, thank you so much for watching. If you guys want to see other anime characters in the Culling Games, make sure you guys let us know which characters you want to see, and also make sure you show love to everybody who's in the video and all their socials. They will be down below. With that, we'll see you guys next time. Peace.